And on commodities market updates, we're talking shea butter. Shea butter is fat that's extracted from the nuts of the shea tree. It's solid at warm temperatures and has an off-white or ivory color. Shea butter is known to have a large number of health benefits, and over the years, there have been an increased demand for shea butter. Joining me now to talk more about this is Mayowa Ige, a research analyst at financial derivatives company. Hello, Mayowa. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Great to have you. Nigeria, which currently produces an annual volume of 370,000 tons of shea nuts, earning $5 million from shea exports, has a potential production of 800,000 tons. In light of this, how can Nigeria increase her production capacity and diversify her revenue source?
So the major challenge with shea butter production in Nigeria is the fact that is a poor quality of our shea butter, processed shea butter in Nigeria. And this is as a result of the lack of modern processing techniques and equipment in Nigeria. Most of our farmers are rural farmers and they don't have the right equipment for processing shea butter. So for the government to increase their production, they need to address the poor quality of our shea butter, and then that means that they need to actually provide mechanized processing centers for our local farmers and shea nut pickers to process shea butter. And also there are other challenges that affect the agricultural production in Nigeria generally. We have poor storage facility, poor road infrastructure, and all these issues also need to be addressed by the federal government, and this will help boost our local production of shea butter in Nigeria. And there's also the problem, lastly, there's a problem of indiscriminate felling of shea butter trees. If the government can actually enact bylaws to stop this indiscriminate felling of trees, it will help boost our production of shea butter, and the government would actually be able to achieve their revenue target of $100 million annually from exportation of shea butter.
I guess it's still the same old problems. Looking at the health benefits now of shea butter, do you think it's the reason for the increase in demand? Is it purely because of the health benefits, or is there more to it?
Well, largely it's as a result of the health benefits. Shea butter is used in various industries, especially in the cosmetic industry. It has chemical components that actually help boost the demand for it, and that's why it's used in a lot of industries. So it's a major factor. There's also been another factor that has driven the increased demand for shea butter. There's been a supply of cocoa yields in major cocoa producing countries recently, and then most chocolate and confectionery manufacturers have had to source for an alternative, a healthier or still healthy alternative for cocoa butter, and then they have come up with shea butter. So this has also contributed to the increase in demand of shea butter that we're seeing in recent times.
And despite being the largest producer of shea nuts in Africa, Nigeria ranks fourth in terms of export among the African shea butter exporting countries. In what ways can the federal government incentivize local producers to increase shea butter exports globally and within the AFCFTA trade zone?
So the federal government already has a roadmap addressing the challenges I mentioned earlier, but to boost exportation, which is mainly dependent on the processing aspect of the value chain, the government actually needs to partner with the private sector. They need to come into joint ventures with them, either provide a land for processing, the private sector would provide the equipment, things like that. This will help boost processing of shea butter, and then we have more to actually export, because we actually process only about less than 10% of the shea nuts that we produce locally. That's how much we actually produce of shea butter we actually produce in Nigeria. So having this partnership may actually help, also providing credit facilities to the stakeholders in the value chain would actually help boost shea butter production, and it will actually help us to have more produce to actually export globally and within the AFCTA region.
All right, Mayowa. Well, diversification is really needed at this time. Anyway, thanks for the the update, and do enjoy the rest of your day. And South Africa's unemployment rate